This is The Vent Box on Campus Gal Radio.
Okay.
Speak normally. Look at how I'm talking. Look at the waves that are going up when I'm talking and you speak now.
I ate a burger and then I shat my pants.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Vent Box, where we talk about all the real, raw and relatable stuff that you guys go through as college students. Today, on this episode, we are going to be talking about friendship and long-lasting friendship and how to maintain it and how people grow apart, or the friendship that are still tied together. How has it been and what have they done differently for it to last that long? And today's episode is special because I have someone who's been through with me through thick and thin, I guess. My best friend, Sunana. Sunana, would you like to give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Sunana and you've already heard a lot about me.
Nobody's heard anything about you.
Somewhat. I'm 25. I like Ranbir Kapoor. I also like Mogu Mogu.
That shouldn't be... You're starting off... maybe tell people what you do, bro, like as the job. Like, what do you do for your profession?
I earn for a
Damn,
living.
that's crazy. That's crazy. That's so unique, bro. That's so
I'm
unique.
just different like that.
You're so mysterious and cool.
And that's why I won't disclose what I do for a living. You guys...
She's basically a brand manager.
If you guys... Bro, I was gonna say, if you guys comment enough, we'll do a part 2.
Okay, valid. Actually, she's not a brand manager. Guys, if you want to find out what comment down below.
Guys, if you want to know my favorite color, comment down. Bombard the comments and we'll do a part 2.
Yeah.
For my favorite color.
Guys, we have to find out what Sunana's favorite color is, because or else the world will just end.
Exactly.
Okay. So, diving into the actual radio show, I have some questions for you. What's the weirdest thing we've ever done together that still makes you laugh?
This is hard because I don't remember a moment we've done together and it's not weird. But are you telling your favorite?
Yeah, I will tell my favorite.
Mine would be, one is, I think that we have a same one. And the first one is when I farted on your face. Context of that will be when Silby talks. And the second one is us just going out and eating, but guys, it's not like normal eating.
What do you mean? That is like zero context. Like, guys,
Okay.
it's not normal eating. What do we eat, bro?
We eat.
You have to talk about the specific thing, I guess.
I think.
Anyways, I'm gonna take over. So the funniest thing the funniest thing was this girl comes home. I cook food for her.
She goes again.
I cook food for her. She eats it and then sleeps on my bed, on my pillow, uses my blanket, and then farts on my face.
In my defense, she was on the same bed and we were using the same blanket. She could have gone outside the blanket and the bed.
Sunana, you knew what you were doing because I saw you smile. I saw you smile right after you did it.
Bro, I wanted to grace you with my fart, bro.
Bro, honestly changed my life. I don't know if for the better or the worse, but it's changed my life.
Guys, that is why we're friends for so long. I farted on a face.
This is a sign for you to go and fart on your best friend's face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're right now, fart on your friend's face.
Right now, while listening to this.
Come on, we're waiting.
Yeah, go on. Okay, I think they
awesome.
farted. Yeah, that was nice. That was a good fart. Let's go. Okay, moving on. Do you think our friendship has changed with time? Since like the first time we were friends, has it changed with time? What do you think?
This is going to be so cliche. It has changed for sure. The thing is, wow, this is gonna be so cringe. The thing is, I saw you and we instantly clicked. I mean, I just generally do click with other people ASAP. But yeah, we met, we instantly clicked, and our first meet, there was no reason whatsoever for me to go and meet her or help her. I mean, I'm a helping person, but I was also doing something. Okay, basically there was no reason for me to actually go and hang out with her.
To be fair, we were never supposed to be friends. I was supposed to, for many reasons. If you wanna know, we can do a part 2 and you have to comment down below. But for many reasons, we weren't supposed to be friends. I was supposed to hate her. She already hated me for some reason. I don't know why, because everybody loves me.
I did not hate her.
She hated me and I was supposed to hate her, but turns out we work out really well together.
Yeah, and our friendship caused quite a thunder in our extended groups.
Which we don't talk to anymore.
who are supposedly at ride or dies at the moment.
Yeah, and
well,
here we are recording a radio show 10 years later
to show you what a tight friendship looks like.
Yeah,
a locked in friendship looks like.
We're locked in. We're locked in for good. Anyways,
cute.
Have you ever been jealous of someone getting close to me? Before you answer this, I know you're gonna deny it, but you have. She is very protective. She gets really jealous. She also shows it. She attacks the person.
Okay.
Verbally, she shows it, and the other person, she scares the other person off.
Okay, guys. Here's the thing. Just to let you all know my side of the story. In our span of being best friends, we are best friends. But let me just tell y'all, while we were best friends, we still are. During the span of us being best friends, she has had other best friends and I have not. I'll just put that there. Putting it out there. Speak for yourself.
I've had close friends.
Right. I haven't even had close. Okay.
You have. Don't make me pull out the receipts, bro. It'll be embarrassing.
I have not.
Okay, so I've had people. I'm very. Guys, I have a savior syndrome. I want to save everyone. Okay. So
I make other friends, but I have a savior syndrome.
What's wrong in making friends just because you're jealous?
She's turning it on me.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, she's a very jealous person. I'm a jealous person too, but only because I genuinely think they're bad for her. She's not a good judge of people. When it comes to people, she's not good at realizing it. But I just think some people are bad for her and she doesn't realize it. She gets really close to them and then they fuck up. They mess up with her. That's why I'm not jealous, but I'm very protective, I would say. I'm not jealous. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on from the fact that she's made other best friends.
Moving on. What's your favorite memory of us and why does it still stand out to you?
This is also hard. We have to think of one memory in a freaking decade.
Yeah. That's crazy. But we can give it a shot.
There are literally multiple. One, okay, wait, yeah, I have. One is definitely cringe. The first one is you were at a party, you were crying, you were going through something, and out of the superficial.
If my mom is listening to this, we weren't at a party, we were at a temple doing bhajan. We were not at a party, okay?
And for leaving out all the superficial times that we hugged, this was one time that I genuinely hugged her. Oh, fun fact. Wait, do we tell now?
Yeah, we can.
Fun fact, we have hugged only 3 to 4 times in our entire span of being friends.
Yeah, I think both of our love languages are not very...
We don't have the same love languages at all.
Yeah, it's not physical touch, so we just never physically touched each other.
Except when we do want to hit each other.
Yeah, the only physical touch in our friendship is when we hit each other. We're not promoting violence, but
yeah. Guys, no.
Don't hit your best friend. Hit your best friend, but don't violently hit your best friend? What is that? I don't know. Okay, we're not
Okay.
promoting violence. I'm just, yeah.
So coming back to so the time I hugged her, that was out of all the superficial times that I have, that was probably the most meaningful hug that we've had, according to me.
I remember.
I can't talk, so I'm not verbal like that, and it's physical touch for me.
But you yap all the time, bro. What are you talking about? You yap all the time.
Yap is for premium sessions.
Yeah.
What?
My favorite.
Wait, I have second one. Okay, you go, and then I'll tell my second one.
Okay. My favorite memory. I don't have a specific memory. I don't think I can. But honestly, I think every time we're just chilling at home.
What an answer! Oh, you're coming back to the specifics.
Yeah, no. Every time we're just chilling, bro, in our room or your room, we're just chilling.
Bro, that's scoping out. I could also say the same thing.
Just chilling in our room, looking at Himesh Reshamya comment section, bro.
See?
Let me get to the point.
Okay.
I think that's our favorite memory, just going through Himesh Reshamya's comment section.
She picked out the most not meaningful ones. I mean, if that's
Pretty
meaningful
honestly,
to
are
her-
you saying
Oh,
Himesh
okay, my
Reshamya is
bad.
not meaningful?
Okay.
Wow, bro.
No.
That's crazy.
And my second one would be, you'll agree. My second one would be, it was 2022, and it was a Halloween party that we went to, and it was like, okay, there's like a covered place, and then there's a place that is not covered, and basically it was raining.
Dancing in the rain.
We were dancing in the rain.
Get to
I was
the
trying to make it cinematic. Basically, we were dancing in the rain, and it was just us.
It was
two.
just us. It was raining. Everybody just left. I mean, they didn't leave the party. They just went to the shade. Nobody wanted
Scoffed
to get
out.
drenched. Nobody wanted to get drenched, and it was just the two of us dancing in the rain. We had like a Ashi 2 moment, except the kissing part.
Yeah, because we would not.
Yeah, because chill out. Chill out.
Anyhow, yeah, one of our friends ended up capturing that as
Yeah.
well. And probably why it was even more memorable is because, wait, this is like a third memorable thing. Because on that Halloween, I was Iron Man and she was a cowboy Wanda Vision.
It was not any of those things.
To me she was cowboy Wanda Vision because
I made her an arc reactor. You guys, I made her a
From
heart.
scratch.
Literally from scratch. I
from
made a heart.
scratch
If you want to check it out, comment down below.
on how to make an arc reactor.
Yeah, I will make an arc reactor.
Russo
and-
Brothers.
Yeah, show
Hit
it
us
on
up.
Campus Girl. So go follow campusgirl.in on Instagram and ask for the arc reactor tutorial, and we will give it to you. Anyways.
And another reason why it was even more meaningful is I love Iron Man.
Okay, fair. Let's not spill all the tea yet.
Part 2.
Yeah. So
Follow and comment,
I
guys.
have. How would you advise college students to make friendships? I'm not saying they should look up to our friendship or whatever, but I do think it's very rare to find that one person who sticks with you until like for a decade. It's very hard. So how do you think we made it work, and what do you think people should do?
This is actually okay, so I think this is a nice question because I'm like a heated person, and in the span of us being friends, we've never cut off friendship except it was for one person. But well, okay, there's like a saying which goes like, people who mind don't matter and people who matter don't mind. Okay, but it's not like you should not draw your boundaries. You should definitely draw your boundaries. It's not like they can say anything, and it's also not like they cannot care. They should care and they should say something. And also, they shouldn't care too much. Okay, by care too much I mean being weirdly, unreasonably weird.
I think I don't think I got an answer out of that. I don't know
Okay.
what you yapped.
Okay.
But I think
Crazy, she didn't let me finish.
yeah. So I think our relationship, our friendship has lasted this long is just because we our values in general or our morals mostly match.
Our morals always aligned.
Yeah.
Even if it was robbing or whether we had robbed, it was rob a bank, steal.
Yeah, so our morals aligned. I was like, let's go rob a bank. It's like, bro, I'm down.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, let's go. So find people who'll rob a bank with you. But yeah, truly, if you don't agree with someone like morally, I think the friendship might not work out because you'll have a lot of disagreements. And I'm not saying we don't have disagreements.
We have a lot. We disagree almost
on everything.
time. And that's why it's so awesome because we're not the same people.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes, most
but
of the
in
time.
the end, what's important for both of us is just being a good human.
Honestly,
mostly.
that
and
has
we keep each other in check. And we have another friend, Shreya, and three of us just keep each other in check, and our morals align, and we just want to be good people, and we have fun while doing it, I guess.
And we have been there for each other almost every time.
Yeah, and sometimes we haven't, which is also fine, you guys. Your best friend or your friend doesn't have to be there for you each and every time. They have their own life too. We both, I don't know, we used to meet every day, to meeting every day at a point where we're seeing each other once a week. Because times have changed. We're not students anymore. We are working. And even when we were students, we couldn't see each other often. But we just... It's about like, you know...
It's the space that you should respect.
Yeah.
A lot of times when I'm not feeling nice, I go cocoon mode. It's hibernation for me. And I don't like talking. I don't respond. Okay, ideally, I know it's not healthy and everyone should work on it, which we are working on it. But I shut down. And Surbhi or Shreya is not like, she's ignoring me, or she's not caring. They're fully aware that I am a human. I'm going through my own things. They give me my space. They respect my space, and I do the same.
Yeah. I think it's about setting boundaries. We never actually set boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, we never verbally spoke about, oh, this is my boundary, don't cross it, or this is this, don't cross it. We always understood it and got it.
We were fully aware. I mean, we've had like terrible fights.
Yeah, we've had terrible fights, but there was also in the end communication and forgiving each other for the small things, not keeping a grudge. I think that is what makes a friendship work, I guess. It doesn't even have to work. Like, you don't have to make it work. You have each other.
And it's not like you need to stick throughout even if the person is horrible. It's just if they're willing to work and the mutual respect.
Yeah. And honestly, someone who you can grow with time. Someone who
I think that's also
down.
Important. We always wanted to grow together.
We, as friends, we've had so many people in our friend group that has put us down and we don't even realize it. They weren't good for us and we did later realize it. And yeah, they're not enough space. At some point, cutting people off is good.
Yeah.
You cannot always agree with everyone. You cannot always make it off at some point is good. But yeah, we're locked in. This is not going anywhere, even if I don't want to do. Whenever we fight, I just show up to her house or she just shows up to mine.
Yeah, that's why our friendship is also at a point where if we have the most terrible fight and the world is going down, either of us will show up at each other's house.
Yeah, we're also like kind of neighbors. It works out.
And then we'll act like everything is normal.
Yeah.
But we don't put under the carpet.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, one thing.
Whenever we're ready.
Yeah, whenever we're ready, we talk about it. You don't have to always talk about it immediately.
Yes.
But don't push it under the carpet.
You can't force talk.
Yeah.
We always find whenever we're ready to talk about it.
Yes. And also, do you want to talk about how can people navigate like long distance friendship? To be honest, we are. That's Shreya. I think communication. It comes down to communication once in a while. To be honest, I haven't been getting a lot of time to talk to Shreya, but that doesn't mean I do not think of her. We literally every time we meet, we talk about Shreya.
It's like she's not here. Okay, she was here. She was on a call before.
Before we started the show, she was literally on a call with us. I think navigating long distance friendship is hard. It's very hard. There's a lot of FOMO involved. There's a lot of jealousy involved.
A lot of jealousy.
Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I know when she's back, it won't even feel like.
Yeah, it never feels
yeah.
like she's been gone.
Yeah, and the last time she surprised the both of us. I almost punched her on the face.
And then y'all came to my house and y'all surprised me.
Yeah, and then you cried like a little
I was
puppy.
I was also dressed up like a beggar.
Yeah, and then you cried like a little. Anyways, that's it for today.
Yeah.
Do you want to say something to end this show with?
Guys, just be communicative. Just have mutual respect. Communicate a lot. Don't force people to communicate. You need to respect people's time, and when they're ready, you cannot force anyone into anything. And just be a nice human and lock in.
You gotta lock in.
Lock in, cause
Go
you
get
got the
that
dog in you.
Because you got the dog in you. Woof, woof.
Woof.
And that's a wrap on today's episode of Friendbox. A huge thank you to everyone who tuned in as we talked about friendship. Listen, friendships are messy, wild, and sometimes confusing, but they're also the lifelines that keeps us going. Before we go, let's not forget, every friendship is different, just like every person. Whether it's the friend who always got your back or the one who calls you out on your stuff, in the best way. Our friendship shapes us into the ways we never even realize. Now it's your turn. What's your friendship story? Have you had a friendship that totally changed your life? Or maybe you've got tips to tell us how to keep friendships going or keep the bond stronger during the chaos of college. Drop a comment, slide into our DMs and tag us in your post. We want to hear your stories. Don't forget to subscribe to Campus Girls Ventbox so you never miss an episode. We've got a lot more real talks, laughs and life hacks coming your way. Until next time, keep being you, keep venting, and take care of that beautiful brain of yours. See you next time. Hi guys, after I recorded this radio show with my best friend, I found the perfect reel and I think you guys should listen to this with your best friends.
I was thinking this morning, I don't even know what I would do without my women friends. I mean, I have my friends, therefore I am. No, it's true. I exist because I have my women friends. You're one of them. I don't know about you, but anyway, they make me stronger. They make me smarter. They make me braver. They tap me on the shoulder when I might be in need of course correcting.
Sometimes it's the family you're born into, and sometimes it's the one you make for yourself.
You okay?
Yeah, I got my girls. As long as you're my best friend, you are never going through anything alone.
Thanks for being my best friend. And thank you. Thank you for being mine.